Rita Tangway, and this is my mesh purse collection. Well, this was the first one they had brought 6 years ago, and I thought I'd just come back with it because a lot of people really found it to be interesting. They hadn't seen many purses like this, or at least a large collection of purses like this. So I thought I'd enjoy it. It was a trend years ago where mesh used to have fabric made of mesh, and so it was an easy transition to go from fabric into or from clothing into purses for a decoration. Many of them act just like fabric when they move, and so the chainmail kind of introduced lots of other artisans to making different things out of the chainmail. Some of these are nothing but link after link after link, where this is it's a sort of a closed link system, but these are all hooked links together. Some of these are enamel, they're painted on top. Those are from the 1920s, more like the flapper era. Some of these has multiple purposes, so you would wear it as a ring. This one is a perfumer, and so it has a screw down top, and you would just dab it on you and then screw it back on and hook it back onto your purse. And actually, they are coming back into style. You'll see lots of things like this. I think the movement is what people like. You'll see that in a lot of the dresses that are coming back into fashion. So I think they're going to come back into fashion. Well, for instance, this one, which is a chain purse, it's for change or coins, has a flip-up mechanism. And when you flip it up, it opens up into a nice big square. So there's one example. Here's another example of an opening. So this would be for makeup, compact, and it flips open in this manner. And inside you'll find a mirror, and then you could put your makeup inside here. And it has a fun little clasp. Some of the other ones we have have a flip top opening, and it has an accordion type opener, which is quite unique for its time. A lot of the other types, several of them have little stones for you to see. This one has a nice little blue stone in it. And of course, this was a common opener. And this one came from Austria, which is quite unique that it made it all the way here. And so once you collect one thing, somebody likes and notices you collect it, then they start to help you with your own collection. So a lot of these were found a little at a time were gifts, but it's just a fun little thing to collect. And then over time, as I started to collect the silver ones, people started giving me the gold items. And these items are really fun because of the way they move. So you can see that it moves just like fabric. It's really lovely. Well, for instance, this one here is for dance cards, and you can see the woman's dance cards are still inside. Then there were some that were used just for makeup, like this one here. This one was for makeup only. This one is a coin purse because of the way it is designed. And this one was a particular fancy one. You know, the woman would put this around her shoulder and keep all of her important items close to her body so that she could keep track of everything, coins, any gold or whatnot. So she would keep it next to her. That way she would always keep track of it. But I thought that was unique, and it's beaded the entire way. Well, this one is my first. As far as being the oldest, that's really hard to identify which one is older. There's not a lot of dating on any of the pieces itself or any identifying marks. So you have to go back in to do some research to find out. However, my whole collection started with this one because I love the face on it. It's very unique, and it has a lot of weight to it. It's quite heavy. Actually, Brian and I have always been antique people, so we've gone to antique stores, and I found in the 1980s in an antique store. And it was only about $20, $25. But now if you see online, they're about $120 to about $400 or $500 a piece now. So as a collector, we never want to spend that much money on an item unless we have to have it.
Collector Time is made possible with generous donations by Central Mass Metal Detectors, rediscovering the past to preserve for the future. Find us on Facebook. And Tangway Jewelers, 19 Connor Street in Gardner, serving the area since 1976.